is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I yield myself such time as I may consume. Madam Speaker, I rise in strong opposition to this bill. It's a wholesale attack on clean energy under the guise of reliability. But Americans can see through the nonsense here to the truth, and that is Republicans are waging a culture war against wind and solar, and American families are footing the bill with higher monthly utility bills. For a moment, I want to try and take Republicans at their word that this bill is all about electric reliability, ensuring that the lights won't go out. In that case, I have excellent news from my Republican colleagues. The law this bill amends, the Public Utility Regulatory Policies Act, or PURPA, already does that. The law requires states to have an integrated resource plan that considers reliability. And that's all we need to do, and Congress already did it 33 years ago. Of course, the only difference between that law and the language in this bill is the bogus definition about what counts as, and I quote, reliable generation facility, unquote. And it should come as no surprise that the only things that count are coal, natural gas, and nuclear. That's it. Not wind, not solar, not either of those, even when paired with battery storage. And it's completely ridiculous and the latest example of Republicans' relentless attack on cheaper and cleaner energy sources. Ever since President Trump took office earlier this year, Republicans have been obsessed with crusading against wind and solar whenever they can. They passed the big ugly bill, which slashed tax incentives for clean energy and made electricity more expensive for everyone. They have tried to kill every wind or solar project on federal lands and in federal waters, driving up people's energy bills even further. And now they're trying to put another thumb on the scale in favor of dirty fossil energy by pushing a bill with a fake definition of reliable generation. And unfortunately, the American people are paying the price. This past summer, when much of the United States was in a so-called heat dome fueled by climate change, the grid's electricity regulator said that solar helped save the day, preventing dangerous outages and that record heat. The reality is that no single source of electricity is perfect, but that's why storage and a diversity of generation resources is so important. But Republicans don't care about how we can actually help the grid. Instead, they only care about extending fossil fuels at the expense of clean, cheap energy. It's just another instance when Republicans are doing the bidding of their corporate polluter friends over the needs of the American people. If they cared about the American people, they would be bringing bills to the floor that would actually address the affordability crisis. But instead, Republicans are debating this bill that they know will increase prices on Americans, and by forcing states to consider preferencing dirty and expensive fossil energy, Republicans are increasing everyone's utility bills even more than they already have. It's just the same, more the same from a Republican Congress that's dead set on increasing costs for American families. I don't understand it, Madam Speaker. President Trump promised to cut Americans' power bills in half, but instead he and Republicans are causing them to soar with their backward policies and their war on cheaper, cleaner energy. Since Trump took office, electricity prices are up 13%, and natural gas prices are up 8%, and they simply don't care. They would rather continue to push bills like this that will make the affordability crisis even worse. So I urge my colleagues to vote no on this bill, and I reserve the balance of my time, Madam Speaker.
The gentleman from New Jersey reserved. The gentleman from Kentucky is recognized.